So, what was really inspiring for me when I read this book Cassandra by Christa Wolf is that it almost reads as a practical translation from some of the concepts that Hannah Arendt talks about. So, where Hannah Arendt makes an analysis that is coming from a distance, in Cassandra, we are actually going into the perspective of one person, of a woman who experiences the system from within. And Christa Wolf has the ability to write she doesn't just describe facts or things that are happening, but she is able to give a voice to everything that is happening between characters, between people, between Cassandra and her father and her mother and everyone and her brother who is living in this society, and she is able to voice the dynamics, the power dynamics, the family dynamics underneath, that people do not necessarily speak about, but which they act upon. And Cassandra is, throughout this book, she's slowly starting to learn how this system works, how this society works, and she starts to see these silent dynamics that no one talks about. And then slowly she starts to realize that she can see these things and not everyone can see these dynamics. So while you're reading the book, you experience her slowly starting to distance herself from the system she grew up in, and she starts to understand not just what she lives in, but also how this system has sort of created who she is and what she thinks about the world and what it looks like for her. And then, because of the invasion of the Greek, she starts to see how this system, which gave her her identity and which gave her her view on the world, it starts to collapse. And Christa Wolf did a very amazing job of giving the reader the experience of this, understanding the system and then watching it collapse. And then she sort of asks the question, if you know all this, if you have all this knowledge, what to do then? What should I do? How to be when I know all of this? And that's how we linked it back to Mensch, to our show.